Hey guys, it's Trixie and today I want to show you the setup for my bullet journal. I personally started bullet journaling in October 2015. This one here is my second journal because the first one is about to end. There are just a few pages left and I am very excited to start with this one again. In case you're also interested in my old bullet journal, I'd love to make a video about it, just tell me in the comments. But today I want to talk about this one, my new bullet journal. I was so excited when it arrived, so I already started designing the first layouts. Basically, the whole month May is finished and I just want to give you a quick overview of what I did so far. In case you wonder, this is a very common notebook for bullet journaling. It's the Leuchtturm 1917 with the dotted grid. I guess that's the brand and grid that most people use and I can also only recommend it. But without further ado, alright, so here it is, my beloved bullet journal. As I said, it's the Leuchtturm 1917 in the color Sand. I think you cannot order it in this color on Amazon. I ordered it from another place because I really wanted this specific color and I am very happy about it. Before I start, I want to say please excuse the nasty looks of my hands. It has been very cold in Germany lately. April was crazy, so whenever the weather is like that I get like super dry and red hands and this is why they look like that. Also, all my life I've had really stumpy fingers, so just try to not pay too much attention on that. So let's open the book now and look at the first page. The first page is a double page, one blank, and here you're supposed to put your name and your address. As you can see, I did not do that yet. I'm waiting for a special moment to claim this bullet journal for myself. Another two blank pages, and here we have the table of contents. As you can see, I made it to page 8 already, actually a bit further, you will see later. I'm not gonna read all of this to you, you're gonna see it right now. More space for a lot of content that is to come. And here we have it, my first self-designed page, the motivation text. Here I wrote down why I'm keeping a bullet journal and what I'm expecting from keeping it. And firstly, I have to say I am so mad at this pen that I used to write this word motivation. Actually, I only planned to have this word here in black and then 2 lines here with 3 leaves each, but this pen was some sort of gel pen and it smeared all over the place. I had like little stains all over the sheet and you can even see some here and grrr, that just drove me nuts. It was the first word I wrote and I already messed it up basically. So I tried to cover all the little smears with some leaves here and I think I did a pretty decent job in camouflaging these mistakes. Then I came up with this text that I really like. It says that this bullet journal is not only a calendar, not only a diary, not only a notebook, it's all of that and even more. It's supposed to help me organize my life, my work, my appointments and hobbies, and I want to capture my life dreams in it. I wanted to help me remember moments, the good ones as well as the bad ones, to be happy about the former and learn from the latter. And in general, I want to learn something new every day. I hope that this journal is going to make a better person out of me. This journal is my soul in the form of a book. Now let's move on to the next page, which is the key, containing all the important symbols that I'm going to use in my daily spreads and my habit tracker. As you can see, I tried to keep it simple because that was one of the mistakes that I did in my former bullet journal. I just used too many different colors and designs and it just overwhelmed me at some point. So here I kept it simple and I really like this system. As a title, I just wrote key and drew a little golden key. For now, I covered this page because it contains the birthdays of my friends and family members, because I was not sure if everyone would be fine with me showing their names and their birthdays. Personally, I don't see any problems here, but you never know who watches your videos and sometimes it's better to play safe. However, I took some pictures so you can still take a look at the design that I used. The word birthdays is written with really bold letters and I used some sort of flag design, a flag banner. I feel like that represents this celebration mood for birthdays. For the different months I used a very playful and edgy font. I really like it. And I simply marked them with various colors to make everything look a bit more cheerful. I really like how this page turned out and it was rather spontaneous. I actually planned another design for this page and then I just improvised and this is what I came up with. It's just that this page always makes me happy when I look at it. Now the part with everything that concerns the month May. Starting with the tasks I already know for May. For example, I have to buy a birthday present for my mom. Mother's Day is on the 14th of May, then I have to do my taxes, and there's gonna be an election in the state of Germany that I live in on the 7th of May. There's quite some space left here on the page and I'm not quite sure what to make out of it, so I just left it free and I'll think about that later. Maybe more tasks are gonna come up, or I'm just gonna add a little social media tracker to track the growth of my YouTube channels and Twitter and Instagram accounts, so we'll see. And here we have the page that I love the most about bullet journaling, the memories page. I simply wrote Memories May 2017 here and added a little calendar so that I can see which date is which day. And as you can see, I added 2 little flowers here. They are Vergissmeinnicht, forget-me-nots in English, and I read that they grow in May. So I just thought that I would add a little symbol here representing the month that I'm capturing memories for. So far this page looks pretty boring, but I know that this is gonna bloom at some point. I'm gonna add a lot of pictures and photos and drawings and receipts and texts and poems and whatever comes up in May. I'm really curious about how this page will look when May is over. Next up is my habit tracker, and I should maybe turn this page around so that you can see it better. I simply wrote habit tracker in this nice font and added like some sort of shadowing here with red and a bit of darker red. I love to track a lot of things, so I actually have 4 sections of things that I'm tracking, starting with positive things and negative things on this page. The positive things contain taking a walk, drinking enough water, cooking instead of ordering fast food, being a vegetarian, eating fruit and vegetables, writing. Oh, you could maybe guess what the 3 hearts mean, working for my German students, and doing something for YouTube. This could be either filming a video or editing one, or creating a thumbnail, or just research for a new topic. Then we have the negative section, in which I'm tracking whether or not I was tired during the day, whether or not I had a headache, whether or not I was sick, whether or not I got into an argument with my boyfriend or anybody else, whether or not I was particularly stressed, and whether or not I cried. Down here is the housework part, and I don't think I'm gonna read all of this out because it's actually quite boring. It's just the normal things that you do to keep your house clean. And here is a section about my daughter. This little sheet covers her name right now. This is not because I don't trust you, but I just want to keep her out of my social media life, so I hope you understand. You know, when you're taking care of a toddler, there are good days and bad days sometimes. The happy smiley face represents the happy days, and the sad one, well, the difficult ones. Sometimes my almost 2-year-old daughter can be pretty tricky to handle. Then she cries a lot and is
not satisfied with anything. She doesn't want to eat, she doesn't want to sleep.
And on other days, maybe even the day after, she is just an angel. Of course, I love her no matter what happens. Here we have the last page of things that I want to track monthly, movies and series for May 2017. I know this page looks pretty plain, but as I said, I didn't want to burden myself with too many decorations, too many symbols and colors, because I have to draw this page every month, and I want this to feel like fun and not like something I need to do, even though it's actually stressing me. So I try to keep it simple, and of course I'm gonna add a lot of movies and series here, and I'm thinking about like a colorful star rating system, so this page is gonna look more cheerful later. And this page is basically the beginning of the weekly and daily spreads, starting with the weekly log for the first week of May. Every week I'm gonna track what I eat for breakfast, for lunch and for dinner, and I'm also gonna track how much coffee I consume, because sometimes it's a bit too much, I guess. I'm gonna draw a line for every cup of coffee that I'm drinking, and hopefully it's not gonna be too many. In this section I'm gonna track my mood and anxiety. Again, 2 smiley faces, and I'm just gonna draw a dot in this grid, depending on how I feel. Then the last tracker, the sleep tracker. I just want to know how many hours I sleep every night, like from when to when, and how this is maybe connected to mood, anxiety, and my eating habits. I really like this tracking system, and I'm really curious about the connections that I'm going to be able to draw. Like, for example, if I eat a lot of fast food, I'm going to feel anxious the next day, or if I sleep too little, maybe I'm going to be in a bad mood. Let's just see what I can find out, and then of course I'll try to improve that. And here comes the part that took me the longest time to create. I know it seems weird because it looks so simple, but I actually drew a lot of different designs before I chose this one. It's just that this part repeats daily, and I have to be happy with this to keep going with it. As you can see, this banner contains the first 3 letters of the day, and then here we have the date. Right below that is the to-do section where I'm going to track my appointments and my tasks, and here I'm going to capture my experiences. I also left some space here, firstly for the weather and also for little doodles that I may create to just represent the day. Let's say I had a really amazing coffee with a good friend in a coffee shop, so I may draw a little doodle of a coffee cup right here. It's gonna be very simple and cute and just a little reminder of what happened during this day. And that was basically it so far. This system simply repeats, sometimes with different colors to make it look a bit more playful, blue, green and rose red. Here's another weekly log, and as you can see it repeats and repeats. So yeah, many pages left, and I hope I'm gonna fill them with lots of creativity. I think next time I'm not only gonna tell you what I did, I'll take you with me while I draw it, while I finish my monthly setup. What do you think of that idea, and what do you think of my bullet journal so far in general? I can only say that bullet journaling has become a huge hobby of mine. I'm gonna continue with it and I really like it. Alright, so this is what I made out of my bullet journal so far. I really hope that you enjoyed this little peek into it. Do you like my designs? What other videos about bullet journaling would you like to see on this channel? Or apart from this topic, what would you be interested in? Feel free to share everything that's on your mind in the comments. I wish you all a wonderful day, and hopefully until next time, bye!